There's something about being able to hold your ex in a positive light. After everything happens, after all the shit, after all the blaming, after all the fuck yous, why would you hold any resentment towards them? What's the point of that? What is that gonna do? It doesn't matter what they did. You think, oh, they intentionally hurt me. Not very many people intentionally hurt other people. There are a few sociopaths and like extreme narcissists, but they're a lot rarer than people realize. And I called her those names and I thought she was that and whatever, and then it's like, oh, actually, I was just triggered by my attachment wounds. I thought that she was gonna leave, so my body went into fight or flight, and that changes how you perceive people. And it's good to give grace, and it's good to be aware of our flaws and our patterns as humans, because we are flawed creatures with a whole lot of blind spots, and you don't really realize it until you go through stuff like this, and then it's like, wow, there's a lot of things that I really didn't realize. And it makes sense when we are like in that place of being triggered that it's hard to see those things. And then when you're out of it, it can be a lot easier, which I think is why things like space can be good in relationships, and, you know, or like changing the environment, whether that be therapy or time away, or, you know, like, yeah, time with friends, time to communicate with other people. People that aren't going to be like, oh yeah, fuck them, but people that might challenge your way of thinking in a positive way. Not people that are just going to agree with everything that you say, because that can be problematic too. If everyone thinks that what you think is right, that can be a problem. So, yeah, just a quick video to, well, it's mostly for myself. I don't know if I'll put this on or not, but to be mindful of other people and to be considerate, and they're going through stuff as well, and they're in their reactions, and yeah. Yeah. I hope everybody has a nice day, morning, evening, afternoon, and try to be considerate of other people. Try to get outside of yourself and think, maybe I am contributing to this. Maybe what they're saying, yeah, they're reacting to me, and they're being kind of like, the way that they're communicating might not be mature, but what they're saying is still true. The need that they're communicating is still true. The unmet need is still true. And you might not like how they communicate it, but we don't need to be so fragile that we can't, you know, be adaptive to hearing what people say and then bringing up the communication at a different point when it's appropriate to do so. But when somebody is screaming for their needs to be met, hear that. Hear that and listen. Bye.